Anthony Rizzo will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the sixth. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. Sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
First pitch coming. Oh, now a ball headed for the alley in right center, and on the first pitch of the at-bat, it's going to find that alley for extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box cam. You can see the two outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
Here's Starlin Castro. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. In time to first, and there are two away.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with one out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Now here's the first pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. From the stretch. Swing and a liner, but foul. He's set, now the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for two bases.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And it looks like that'll end the afternoon for Bartolo Colon. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Vic Black will come in and pitch now.
Number 38, Vic Black.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. In now, Chris Coughlin. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Here's a 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean...
And meanwhile, that pitch is off the catcher's glove as it skips away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
You know, sometimes with a new pitcher out there, it takes a few pitches for you to get in sync with him and kind of settle in. But you don't have that luxury, and this one kicks away from him behind the plate, and it's going to be ruled a pass ball.
Here comes the 2-1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not...
And hold that thought as this ball is through the infield for a base hit. So another run is across to score on the base hit. And with that, we take a look at the league leaders in runs scored so far. And you can see that the Cubs are currently tops in the NL in that department. Javier Baez will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. Now the first pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. From the belt, kicks and deals. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. 5 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. And this one's in the dirt, but fortunately here, no advance. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hand.
And meanwhile, this pitch gets away from him. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
You know, sometimes when you come into the game, the mound on the field is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen. I don't know if that affected him here at all. Maybe I'm just making excuses for him, but he hasn't been in the game for all that long, and he's already in court the wild pitch.
Travis Wood.
Chris Denorfio will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Chris Denorfio.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Just foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Cubs are on top, 5-3. James Russell will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 67, James Russell.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yoenis Cespedes.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball, but he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
First pitch coming. Curtis Granderson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
And that swung on and fouled straight back. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Now here it comes. Fouled back. Here he comes again, 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him, 2 down. Travis d'Arnaud will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. And the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Now another 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Swing and a line drive to left, and he'll have himself a base hit.
The batter.
He does not want this month to end. 3 hits on the last day. And he's saying, can't we add a few more days?
Eric Campbell is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and a bouncing ball, foul. There's the lefty's offering on 1-2, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here comes a 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
In there, a base hit. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Good job there at keeping the inning alive. The runner on first gets a head start with a 3-2 count and 2 away, so it's an easy decision to keep on going around second. He makes it into third easily.
David Wright will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5. David.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
On the ground to third. And that is through for a base hit. And the move to the bench will pay off handsomely.
This team's got plenty of guys who can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Dilson Herrera will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
Your attention, please. Now
And a new pitcher set to take over now, and it's the hard-throwing right-hander Rafael Soriano. Here's the first offering. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Comes set, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. From the belt, the pitch. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. 7th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one 5-4. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Jerry Blevins is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Dexter Fowler will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Dexter Fowler.
Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
This is a big inning here. You're down only 1 with the heart of the order coming up next time you get in, so that's a good first step.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First pitch to him. Now a swing and another chance at third. On to play it is Tejada. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
This ball's hit pretty sharply here towards the hole, but then you see he's able to backhand this thing and then use that cannon he's got to fire it across the diamond and get his man.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one.
No strike.
The next pitch. Chopper foul. The 1-1 home. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes the 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting you is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Kyle Schroeder will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball here. 0-1. He waits. Now the pitch. This ball's grounded foul. Has a look. Now the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's another 0-2. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 5-4. Ruben Tejada will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
First offering on the way. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Comes set. Now the pitch. Lined foul right over the Mets dugout. He's ready. Now the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. And now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
Lucas Duda will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. 1-1 on the way. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. As hard hit back up the middle, and this will be out of reach for Castro. It's a base hit.
This is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You've got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Yoenis Cespedes will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And that's off the left field wall. Around third and being waved on home. And that's going to plank the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
Well, these two teams have been pretty evenly matched all throughout this game, and now that's reflected on the scoreboard as well, as he gets a good pitch to hit right there and doubles home a run to square things up in this game here in the late going.
And here's the first pitch. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Now a little pop-up here right in front of the plate. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on it.
Just another example there of needing the little things to go your way if you're going to win a ball game. Not a whole lot behind this swing right here, but it's going to wind up as an infield single. And more importantly, it's going to drive home a run to give them the lead.
Travis d'Arnaud will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
A tag for one.
And this doesn't even seem physically possible. I mean, how can a catcher who's in a crouch 3 feet behind the batter wind up fielding the baseball and tagging the runner all in one motion? I think he just broke the laws of physics out there.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets lead this one 6-5. And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Josh Edgen will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Number 66.
Starlin Castro will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Under this one just a bit, as this is a fly ball for the center fielder, Granderson. And he's got it for the first out.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Now the first pitch. Jorge Soler is at the plate as he watches ball 1. On the way. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Up high, 2-1 now. 5 runs, 9 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. In there, 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. Base hit.
Some guys with 2 strikes, they become dead right field hitters. You can see here, he lets the ball get in on him a little bit, doesn't try to do too much with this thing, then just rides it right into right field. It's well done right there.
Dylan G will get the call here as he'll take over with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Chris Coghlan will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. He's ready now. The pitch. He's running towards second. Hit and run was on, but this is a tapper out in front of the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
He's set, now the pitch. Here's a swing and a line drive, and he may have just tied the ball game. That's down for extra bases. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
Now batting. Pitcher.
Oh, what a nice clutch base hit with a runner in scoring position. That's going to tie the ball game, and the pitcher is disgusted with himself.
David Ross will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 4, David Ross.
Ball 1.
This is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Here's the 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. No shortage of extra base hits as you see the totals there. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Here he comes on 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat and not be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And that's through, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
The batter number 24, center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Bobby Parnell will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Dexter Fowler will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch coming. Hard hit towards center. Granderson is there and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 7-6. Tommy Hunter is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Number 32, Tommy Hunter.
Anthony Record will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Stays alive here as this is foul off to the right. Ready with another 0-2. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Yep, you saw his numbers there just a moment ago, and he's got that ERA in the low 2s coming into play, and he continues to pitch effectively as he retires the first man to greet him here.
Now here's the first pitch. Dilson Herrera stands in as he looks at a called strike.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And now a pitch on the way. And his 0-2 is bounced on the ground to third. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
I don't know if there's anything really to pinpoint about this play. It might have been one of those where he never really got a good grip on the baseball, and he winds up kind of throwing a sinker across the diamond to first base, and it skips right on by.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Into the box, Ruben Tejada, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Now Tejada awaits 1-0.
Yep.
Breaking balls in there that time, 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Here comes the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Now here's the first pitch. Michael Kadire is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Oh, what a good job of keeping it alive with 2 outs. You just got to keep the line moving right now. And now you move that tying run up to second, plus you get the go-ahead run on at first base. So if this next guy can follow this single with a gapper or something like that, this game might get turned on its ear.
Kirk Neuenhuis will come on now and pinch run here. Here's Lucas Duda now as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1.
Wow, you got to think he got away with one right there. If you're a pitcher and you're pitching to this guy, you cannot live in that location.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Pause, now the pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count.
And hold that thought as that's a strikeout for out number 3. So the inning will come to an end. 2 left for the Mets. Trying to hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Kirk Neuenhuis will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 9, Kirk.
Chris Bryant will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Now the first pitch. Now a ball lined to the right side. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Boy, that's a good jump right there this time. I think he had this one stolen even if the throw is on target. But you see the shortstop have to go up the ladder to get it, and that took away any chance of throwing him out.
Now the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1. There's a shot to right field. That's falling for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Well, I think I'm about ready to declare his cold streak over. He's broken out of it in a big way here. His 3rd hit of the ball game, and he looks as good as gold to my eyes.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Grounded softly to the left side. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close.
Now batting, shortstop,
Starlin Castro will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And they'll tack on an important run here with the sac fly as it's now a 2-run lead.
And that could wind up being a very big insurance run here in the late going. Anytime you can get your bullpen an extra run to work with, they'll thank you for it. And this pushes the lead up to 2 now.
In is Jorge Soler as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
And this is a good sign that he might be ready to break out of this slump of his. I can almost guarantee you that he talked about this with his hitting coach. Take the ball the other way. Use the whole field. You can do that, good things will start happening.
And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
The batter, number 9, second baseman,
Javier Baez. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. Here's the first offering. Here's a line drive into left center. Will that get the job done? It's a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner is in from second.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ballgame.
Henry Mejia will take over with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Kyle Hendricks will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
number 36, Kyle Hendricks.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Neuenhuis is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and 2 men left on base. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Cubs lead it 10-6. Kyle Hendricks will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Yoenis Cespedes will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame.
Leading off for the Mets here in the bottom of the 9th, left fielder, Yoenis.
And he takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Two-0 count, the pitch. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Here he comes on 2-1. Nip the corner, 2-2.
Playing 2, 2-2.
The pitch. Cutter, and he doesn't make it back. 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The next 3-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Yeah, up by 4 in the 9th. You want to make sure these guys don't get any momentum on their side, so that's an important first out there.
Fernando Rodney will come on here hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column.
Fernando Rodney.
First pitch to him. Curtis Granderson is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-0 now to Granderson. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out. Juan Lagares will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And Rodney with the good fastball out of the pen. No balls and a strike.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Good job there to shut the door as they wind up ending the month on a winning note.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 10-6. So long from New York.
Here now is our final line score.